What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 3rd of August. We're taking a look at Aerodrome Finance this morning. This will be a daily chart. Coinbase will be where this data is coming from here. This is the AERO USD chart. Aerodrome Finance getting another pullback here. Markets rolled over even further than we had thought. So we ended up closing out our Bitcoin position, Bitcoin micro futures position to be exact. And, basically everything else in the market here is following the pattern of what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin has rolled over pretty aggressively and, therefore, basically everything else has as well. So we had a down 10.92% yesterday for Aerodrome Finance. That would be the 2nd of August. And today we have a little bit of reversal showing up off of a new support area. We have two new support areas we want to discuss, share some thoughts on, and also we'll jump into a Bitcoin chart at the end of the video. Welcome to the channel, guys. Pretty close, 40, I think we're close to 5,000 subscribers, the exact amount, very close. Anyways, so take a quick step back here. We have this overhead resistance line, okay, that we have drawn on the chart. And what we were looking for was we wanted to see a higher low take place. So if we take a step back, which that obviously hasn't played out, we have a lower low. What we were looking for here was basically a higher low. And then what we wanted to see was a higher high, which would also be a breakout, something like that. Now the breakout could still happen, but we don't have the higher low. So if we move this circle down to, let's see, I don't believe it was yesterday. It's definitely today. Today we have a lower low. Basically what that means is we had a initial low here, within this structure. So that came in on the 24th of July. We rallied up, lower high, rolled over here. We were looking in here, we had support on the 1st of August, still a higher low. We didn't take out the lows over here from the 24th, but markets rolled over, within 2 or 3 days, Bitcoin really started to gain some momentum to the downside. And now we have a lower low. So is it over for Aerodrome? Well, until Bitcoin rolls, turns and goes back higher, Aerodrome isn't going to buck that trend. So far, we just have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We could do a whole nother lower high and lower low. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. You could extend this overhead resistance line, as far down as you would like. The markets could continue to bounce off of that until they're ready to break out, and really not too much trouble. So we could be heading, if we have we have two new levels here. We have a 71745, 71745. That's this white dotted line right here. Markets actually traded just below that today, and we are back above it, so that's good. We also have another one quite a bit lower, guys. That's down there at 62,215. That's right here in white. So it's very possible that this goes and gets tested, especially if Bitcoin gets another hard sell-off. That would be 62,215, guys. So 71745, we have support there today. 62,215, another level down here. If we go to a 3-minute chart, I want to show you. You could see the markets pulled back to that new level here. Overnight on the East Coast, it's early in the morning, but so the overnight session here, or early morning, I should say, we traded right down to the 71745, and we have bounced. This bounce, I don't know if it's going to hold for very long. All I know is we did bounce as we should, but more than likely these markets will continue to roll over, and we'll be heading down to the next new level, which is, like I said, 62,215. It's right here in white. Also, that would have been where this market broke out over in here, if not close. So an area of old overhead resistance turning into a floor of support. So this area is important. And let's see, that would put the markets down, the Aerodrome markets down another 15% from where they're currently trading, which they're trading right now at 72902. So we'll see, guys. Things could get a little bit rocky here, a little bit more ugly. And we could be testing that 62,215 level. But keep in mind, these markets, this Aerodrome finance market, can continue to bounce off of this overhead resistance line, and hopefully at some point here, if markets turn, if Bitcoin decides to turn up, we'll get a break to the upside above that. But we had mentioned to the members of the channel our current status on the, our thoughts on Bitcoin, Bitcoin micro futures, some other positions we're looking to get long or closing out. We got long Bitcoin in preparation for a large breakout, which started and then rolled over pretty quick and didn't go anywhere. So that was a warning sign that there's something going on here and Bitcoin just isn't ready yet. And then we got stopped out of our Bitcoin micro futures position, and then Bitcoin really got hit harder. So it's the importance of a stop is to protect your capital, and that's exactly what it did. Again, is protect our capital from further downside action. Now, what we're waiting for is a recovery in Bitcoin and hopefully another breakout attempt, and maybe this time it'll hold. We have some super high Bitcoin targets above the market we'll talk about in just a moment here. So a couple key takeaways from today is, obviously we need to see Bitcoin recover. Aerodrome could break out before Bitcoin, but more than likely, no. Bitcoin needs to run, Aerodrome will follow suit. Today's levels, 71745. We just showed it to you, the support. Now it might only hold for a couple hours this morning and then roll over and turn into resistance. And then we'll be talking about maybe 71006. The next new level is 62,215. It's about a 15% lower than current trading prices. So buckle up, guys. It could be a rocky road here if we head down, another 15%. So just be ready for all of that, the upside and the downside. That's what we're going on here with Aerodrome. Over to Bitcoin, BTC USD, so up $371. So Bitcoin, we closed our position out roughly around the, I believe it might have been around 63,000. It might have been around here, 63,500. I thought it was a little higher, but I think it was around 63,500 we closed out, or we got stopped out, I should say, of the micro futures. The prices will be a little bit different, but I think it was around that level. And then markets continued to down yesterday. Yesterday was 3,800 point down day for Bitcoin, almost 6%. Today we're getting a bounce off of the 60,205 level. You can see how this level really is supporting price for now. Again, these levels can only work for a little bit, and then they can be flipped into the opposite. So this is a support right now. It can be flipped into resistance. It's very short term. Just like the 62,206 and 3/4 could act as resistance, then the markets can pull back and break out above, and now it's support. So we'll see here. Again, we started to get a breakout here for Bitcoin above 68,748, and then we had a weak close, bearish engulfing candle, engulfing the 28th, and then that was the end of it here. But if you zoom out, it's there's really nothing too concerning about this. Of course, it could lead into something much larger, and that's fine. Again, we're flat Bitcoin. We got out for a reason. It was starting to show weakness again, and we'll just get back in if it starts to show strength again. And it could easily just turn from here, higher low, higher high, find support, start to rally, and it would just blend right into this whole consolidation. It's not a big deal, but I'm not riding it all the way down, if that's the direction it goes. And if it goes that way, it's fine. I don't care. I'll get back in at some point. And if it turns up from here, that's great. I don't care. I'll get back in. And, hopefully it breaks out of this very large consolidation we're in. At some point it will, whether it's now or in 2 years, who knows? It's just another big consolidation here. It's attempted this many times. Let's see here. We'll zoom out here. It's attempted to break out of this. I think it's about 3 times. So, we have a couple times here, then again right here, and so far has rolled over, at least for now. But it could easily just V-bottom out of here and then take off like a rocket. We have Bitcoin targets, basically above all-time highs, 74.9, 78.80, 96,000. And then we have one up there at 130,000. And if these markets start to V-bottom out of here and rally, breaking into new all-time highs, this pullback, people will forget about it instantly. It doesn't matter. And so will I. Again, it's protection. If it's not going to break out, I don't want to be in it. I don't want to I don't want to have money tied up in this big, large consolidation. I'd rather just wait until it's ready to break out and then, give it a shot. And if I get stopped out, that's part of the game. But I do want to be a part of the big breakout, if and when it happens. Guys, thanks for watching. Bitcoin is up $400, trading at 61,807. We'll see. So far, we have support today at 60,205.47. Aerodrome Finance, we have 2 new levels, 717.45, 62,215. Keep your eyes on those. Could be another 15% move to the downside for Aerodrome. We'll see if Bitcoin starts to fade today. I think we'll start to break below the 717 and start to talk about 71006 and then maybe even 62,215. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's hit 5,000 subscribers. I think we're only a couple subscribers away from that. So share this thing far and wide to all your fellow cryptocurrency investors. Good luck out there. Of course, not financial advice. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great weekend. Today is the 3rd of August.